So it is the next day. Let me show you guys the next step that I'm doing right now with the steel wool. So I took and I've just been going along and polishing with the steel wool to pull that dried up ebony off of there, which I went and did. And then also I'm going back. See how it's kind of like a plasticky look up here? I just take this steel wool and kind of go like this. Excuse the squeak. Sounds like bedroom squeak, if you know what I mean. But yeah, you see how it just takes and goes away and makes it look like it's actual fretboard again, where it just doesn't have that shiny, just plasticky kind of look to it. So I'm just going along and doing that too. And based on what I see on this fretboard, I mean, it's good, but it's not great. I want fantastic, I want great. So there's a couple spots on here, if I can get this to show up on here. So right in here, there's a little bit of rosewood. I don't want to see rosewood ever again. So we're trying to get away from that. And then there's there's like a spot here. There's a spot here, and then up in here. So my plan is I'm gonna go keep doing what I'm doing, and then I'll take another look, vacuum it up, and I'll see where those spots are where that rosewood's still showing through, and then I'm just going to take and touch up again, let it dry, because at that point it's going to be damn near completion, and then I think it'll look spectacular from there. So let's keep going. Okay, so did my touch-ups, went ahead and did that, and you can only imagine my meticulous side and just me being very, very nitpicky and just wanting perfection. I went ahead and again did the whole fretboard. So this is coat number 6, and yeah, as I was just filling in all the spots that were showing through, because I don't want to see any rosewood anywhere on this fretboard. I just want it just black everywhere, and you know, so a few spots turned into just me just getting carried away and just saying fuck it. I just applied fuck it and did the whole fretboard again. Yeah, this shit is just, it's kind of hilarious to me. I'm still loving it. I'm still enjoying all this pain and heartache of, you know, just putting all my effort into this fretboard, making it look how I want it to look, because I am going to win this battle. I always come out on top. Whenever I want something, I'm a perfectionist and I'm going to get this. So this shit is going to turn out the way that I'm intending it to. But yeah, definitely, like I mentioned earlier, I would have totally did this in a different way. Different product, different approach, if I knew it was going to be this much of a pain. This is just the way this piece of rosewood is taking it, so it is what it is. Okay, so 6 coats later, and then had to go and touch up again. I feel pretty confident that I got this thing, and now it does have a dull look on the fretboard, obviously, because I did take and hit the steel wool on there. But after doing all of that, it's going to have this dull look, but pretty much got it to that color that I want. A combination of just being super patient, being super meticulous, and then going over the frets very carefully with not only that steel wool, but I also incorporated the thumbnail and fingernail of piece just to fine-tune everything, so I don't take any more material off of my fretboard, because I got it right where I want it now. So the next step is I'll pull the tape off, and then I'm just going to start cleaning up with the mineral spirits, which I'll show you guys right now. So very, very carefully what I'm doing. See that line right there, and I'm watching Ric Flair. Woo! Here, let me try that again. Woo! Alright, so this is what's going on right here. So this line right here, both sides, just that runoff that I mentioned was going to happen inevitably. Just taking the mineral spirits, and just going like this, very carefully. Clean that edge, clean that edge up. Woo! And yeah, just clean it up, make it look good. And that edge actually goes up to fretboard right there a little bit, so we're gonna get that also best we can. So this part's gonna take a minute, but moved on to the other side of the fretboard. So let me just show you guys real quick before it's all said and done what I got going on. So a combination of this rag, that mineral spirits, and my thumbnail of peace right here. So I'll get it, let me flip this around so I can see what the hell I'm doing here. Okay, so like this area here, just kind of take, and I've already gone through with the mineral spirits on here, so there's a little bit on there still setting up, so I'm able to kind of just take my fingernail. Yeah, I've been hearing those sirens all day. Unfortunately, hopefully nothing bad happened. But anyway, just kind of slowly but surely do this, because you can see a little bit of that white binding does run up into the fretboard up there, so that's a little bit more tedious, a little bit more challenging to get in a very clean manner. So I'm just kind of doing a combination of my thumbnail of peace, and just take the damp area with the mineral spirits on it. Just keep kind of working it in there. And this is going to take some time for sure. I mean, I got most of it back here, but there's still some areas that need to clean up some more. And I'm very, as you guys are seeing, I'm very meticulous. I know how I want this to look. I know what I like, and I'm going to get that result that I'm looking for, which I'm pretty much there right now. It's just a matter of doing all this extra tedious BS, if you want to call it, right here. But it's all good. It's all good, because I love this shit. It's got that look that I wanted now. So I knew I was going to get it. And yeah, just going through and cleaning this up like I just showed you, and I'll show you the end product. Well, you guys ready for the final product? Let's take a look. Oh, Kevin's OCD side came out again. I just can't help myself. These little areas right here along the shark fin inlays are just a pain in the butt. They just keep showing up rosewood. I mean, it's definitely passable if you take it away from this really, really bright light over here. You won't see that. If you're just in normal daylight or just jamming somewhere else outside of some bright light like that, you won't see it. But I'm very picky, very anal with this stuff, and I want perfection. So that's 100% what I said I'm going for, and I'm just about there. I just wanted to do that. The other thing I did too, just another like learning curve for if you guys go to do this. I would say if you're dealing with at least a Jackson anyway, because the other one went just fine. You know, I had no issues like this, as you guys know. But if you guys go to do a Jackson fretboard or something, just make sure that this is where I made the mistake. I should have taped up here. I mean, it still would have bled, but tape right in here and seed your tape down right on that line and go all the way down. So that's something I just learned, just putting this back on here to do my little touch-ups. That way it'll save you a great deal of time. I mean, yeah, it took a little bit of finesse work to get that thumb and fingernail of peace in there and just kind of scrape that off. Combination with that and the mineral spirits, it was a little bit tedious of a process, and this will definitely knock out some of that time for you just by seeding the tape a little bit higher where it goes into that fretboard like that. But yeah, I will show you guys the final product when it's all said and done. I swear, we're almost there. We're just about there. I mean, when you look at it this way, so I will take the guitar, actually, I'll pick it up, I'll show you what it looks like outside of that bright light. So right here, it looks great, you know. Alright, let's see what we got here. What did Marv say in Home Alone? Might have won the battle, little buddy, but you lost the war. I finally got it. I can finally sign my name off on this color.
I thought you were gonna say the one part where he's like standing above on the building. He's like, "Suck brick, kid."
Suck brick, kid. Fucking chucking bricks at little kids. Got one Home Alone remake with the brutal Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern. You imagine what kind of movie that would be? They get a hold of McAllister and they're holding a blowtorch to his head and then smashing his face with the iron, sticking the nail through his foot. Alright, so it is completed. Let me show you, because I'm moving on to something else now. I'm moving on to the Bastard V. It's been a while, but I'm moving forward and I got strings on that sucker right now. I'll show you where I'm going with that, but that is the final product right there. So you can see the side-by-side comparison. I pretty much got it. Knew I was going to win. I always win. I stay committed, I stay dedicated, and I always get my way. So that's how it looks. Looks freaking killer. But what I'm going to do with that is, so with the Bastard V, before I even put any lemon oil on it or anything like that, I gave it a couple months. So I'm going to string, after I string this up and do what I got to do with the Bastard V, I'm going to string the Jackson up, play it for, you know, until those strings go dead. And once it's time for string change, just throw the lemon oil on there and go from there. But what we're going to do with this guy, so I currently got it set up on the table ready to go for D standard. And the nice thing that I got this pretty much perfectly level. And then the next thing I'm going to do is this right here. So this is my poor man's way of blocking the Floyd Rose. Cheapo US currency that I don't use very often. I'm going to use that in combination of that with electrical tape. And that's going to be my block for the bridge. So I got, like I said, I got the bridge right where I need it. And then do what I got to do to make sure it's properly blocked. That way it'll be just a fixed bridge, kind of how I want it. And then we're gonna see how it is with the neck adjustments, what I gotta do with the adjusting the truss and all that kind of stuff. All right guys, so to recap, what did we learn? Actually, what did I learn through this whole process? Well, I know exactly where I went wrong on this whole thing. And it's when you guys saw in part 1 or part 2, wherever I did that, is when I started putting the stain on there. I forgot to stir it. It only sat for like 2 months, but that was more than enough between, you know, when I stained the Bastard V. It just happened to sit there, and that was a total mistake, total my bad on that part. And you know, I left it in the video just so you guys can see that, not to make the same mistake that I made or whatever other mistakes I made along the way, but I'm pretty sure that that was the defining moment of where all this shit was gonna go sour on this thing. Because I think what had happened is it left a film, a coat of oil on there, and then every time that I tried to stain it, it just was not taking a stain because there was no stain in there for that first coat. So I'm pretty sure that's exactly where I went wrong, because everything that I did up to that point was exactly the same, and that one turned out fantastic. And this one, I got there. I mean, it definitely took 10 times longer than it would have, but I mean, here's the final product. It took a lot longer to get there, but I did get there. I was gonna come out on top no matter what. I wasn't gonna back down. I wasn't gonna take no for an answer. So I got this thing beautiful now. Totally happy that I followed through. I didn't give up. I didn't quit. I could have got frustrated and just, you know, moved on to something else, but this is what I wanted, and I love the way it looks now. So pretty much that moment where I ended up not stirring the stain, that was the #1 mistake, where everything just went to shit from there and turned into a lot longer, more grueling process along the way. But I mean, we're all locked inside, and it gave me an opportunity to just have fun, kind of poke fun at myself during the whole process. I mean, I had a blast all the way from start to finish. Like, the extra frustration that I went through to get this look, I didn't care. It was just I just had a good time doing this. And then you know, moved on to my other projects, which you guys will see. You'll see how I blocked my Floyd Roses on the Bastard V and then the Beast behind me. So I'll share that next with you guys, show you how I did that. And yeah, that went a lot better than everything on this. So yeah, just anything you guys can take from this video series, just apply it if you want to give it a try on here. I know there's a bunch of other ways to do this. I just happen to, like I said in the first video, that link that I shared with you guys, that's how I that's how I went about getting this look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video series, and if you like what you saw, give me a like. That always helps the channel out. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I got plenty of stuff on the way for you guys. As always, thanks so much for watching. You guys be safe out there, all right? Take it easy.